Every once in a while, a food comes along that sparks debate like no other. Some swear by it, others swear at it. To one person, it's comfort food. To another, it's culinary abomination. Ultimately, it's up to you. But as for me,
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a spam.
I'm just here for the story, and this one is worth telling. This is Guess What? And you may come to respect or fear the pink block in a can. Spam, that squishy pink block of canned meat, has one of the strangest, most surprising histories of any food on the shelf. Love it or hate it, Spam is everywhere. From breakfast plates in Hawaii, to survival kits, to memes about unwanted emails. But how did this salty brick become a global phenomenon? Today on Guess What, we're cracking open the can on the fascinating, sometimes weird, and always tasty history of Spam. Spam was created in 1937, courtesy of the Hormel Foods Corporation in Minnesota. The idea was simple: create an affordable, shelf-stable meat product during the Great Depression. It was pork shoulder, ham, salt, sugar, water, potato starch, and sodium nitrite. That's it. 6 ingredients, 12 ounces, and a pop-top can that could outlast most marriages. Unfortunately, not a difficult task in our day and age. It was marketed as the miracle meat of modern convenience. The name? Technically, it's still a mystery. Some say it's a portmanteau, spiced ham. Others claim it's an acronym for shoulder of pork and ham. The reality? Hormel ran a naming contest where the winner would reportedly receive $100, a nice stack of do-re-mi back in the 1930s. The winning entry? Spam, courtesy of Mr. Ken Dagno, an actor and, conveniently, the brother of a Hormel executive. Good old nepotism. Either way, Spam was compact, cheap, and just odd enough to get noticed. And unlike your leftovers, Spam actually looked the same on day 500 as it did on day 1. Comforting and slightly terrifying. Although Spam was created during the tail end of the Great Depression as an affordable protein for struggling families, its big break came during World War II. Fresh meat was nearly impossible to ship to soldiers overseas, but Spam? It could survive jungles, deserts, foxholes, a nuclear blast. Just kidding. Or am I? Hormel shipped over 100 million pounds of Spam to Allied troops. It fueled soldiers in Europe, the Pacific, and everywhere in between. Even President Eisenhower later admitted Spam kept armies fed, though he joked he never wanted to see it again. In 1966, after his presidency, he even wrote to Hormel,
During World War II, of course, I ate my share of Spam along with millions of other soldiers. I'll even confess to a few unkind remarks about it, uttered during the strain of battle, you understand. But as former Commander-in-Chief, I believe I can still officially forgive you your only sin, sending us so much of it.
For many countries, Spam became their first taste of American food. In the Pacific, especially places like Hawaii, Guam, and the Philippines, it didn't just stick, it became part of their culture. What began as cheap, abundant war rations slowly transformed into something much more. It was survival food turned comfort food. After the war ended, the U.S. left behind mountains of surplus Spam and other rations, because quite honestly, Americans were sick of it. However, for the local cultures, Spam was embraced full send. What started as a cheap and readily available survival food quickly worked its way into recipes, and then into identity. Ever heard the phrase, "one man's trash is another man's treasure"? What the American soldiers left behind, Hawaiians took and created Spam musubi. Arguably one of the most delicious little snacks ever invented. The crazy thing is they go for almost $5 a pop.
Bruh.
It's a freaking slice of fried Spam on rice. A whole can of Spam doesn't even cost $5.
Oh my God!
Nothing tastes better than a 600% markup. Today, Hawaii eats more Spam per capita than any other state, roughly 7 million cans annually. In Guam, people eat an average of 16 cans per person each year. In South Korea, Spam is a premium gift set during holidays, wrapped up like fine wine. Literally. What started as war rations became beloved cuisine. So while mainland Americans sometimes make Spam the butt of jokes, across the Pacific, it's treated with genuine affection. Which means somewhere right now someone is unwrapping a Spam gift set while you're still pretending your leftover meatloaf tastes okay. Of course, Spam didn't just stay in the kitchen. It became a pop culture icon. The most famous shout-out? Monty Python's Flying Circus. Their 1970 sketch had Vikings chanting, until the word itself became comedy gold. That sketch was so legendary that when unwanted junk email started clogging inboxes in the 1990s, people nicknamed it Spam. The label stuck. So yes, that annoying message from your long-lost Nigerian prince, you can thank canned meat for that. Spam has also appeared in music, advertising parodies, and even inspired Spam festivals across the US. Not to mention, there's actually a Spam museum. Yes, a full-on museum in Austin, Minnesota. Not bad for a food that once started as a punchline. Now it gets the whole exhibit. Not everyone has been a fan. After the war, many Americans were plain sick of it, literally. They'd eaten it in every way possible, fried, boiled, baked, even in Jell-O molds. For decades, Spam carried a reputation as low-class or mystery meat. Again, it was mass-produced war rations. But here's the twist. What was once a punchline has made a huge comeback. Chefs today fry Spam into gourmet sliders, layer it in ramen, and treat it like a nostalgic delicacy. Spam went from survival rations to foodie treasure. Talk about a glow-up. It's like the nerdy kid from high school who shows up to the reunion looking like a K-pop star. Today, Spam is sold in over 40 countries. More than 9 billion cans have been produced. That's more cans than people on Earth. It has 15-plus varieties, from jalapeno to teriyaki to low sodium. There's even Spam spreadable paste. For anyone who ever thought, how can we make people projectile vomit like in The Exorcist? Spam isn't just food anymore. It's history in a can. It represents resilience, adaptability, and the strange ways comfort food is born out of crisis. Whether you eat it fried with eggs, wrapped in sushi, or avoid it entirely, Spam is one of the most iconic foods of the last century. Spam is the physical embodiment of Batman's philosophy, in can form and with way too much sodium.
It's not about where you come from, it's what you do that defines you.
And what Spam did was truly remarkable. From Depression-era experiment to wartime hero, from Hawaiian breakfast to Monty Python meme, Spam has gone places most foods never dream of. It may not win awards for elegance, but it wins on staying power and historical importance. I mean, it helped keep families fed through the Great Depression, and it fueled American soldiers through World War II. How many foods can put that on their resume? So let me amend my aforementioned statement. Frankly, my dear, I do give a Spam. That's today's episode of Guess What? If you enjoyed opening a can of history with me, hit subscribe, because next time we'll uncover another everyday thing with an extraordinary story. Until then, stay curious, and maybe keep a can in your pantry for emergencies, just not the spreadable one.